Israel has claimed striking over 200 targets in Lebanon since Saturday morning. The Israeli military said that in the past 36 hours it struck Tyre in the south several times. 11 people were killed and dozens others were wounded in Tyre on Sunday, and that's according to Lebanon's health ministry. Also, Lebanon's health ministry said 4 people died in an Israeli strike on central Beirut's Ras al-Naba district. A security source said the strike killed Hezbollah spokesperson Mohammed Afif. The same was confirmed by the Israeli military, which described Afif as a militant group's chief propagandist. Afif was directly involved in Hezbollah's terrorist activity against the state of Israel, it claimed. Late Sunday, Lebanon's health ministry said another Israeli strike in central Beirut killed 2 people and wounded 13 others. In the wake of the strikes, Lebanon's education minister announced Beirut area schools would remain closed for 2 days. Shifting focus from Lebanon to Gaza, where Israeli strikes on Sunday killed dozens of people, civil defense rescuers say that most of the victims were in northern Gaza, where the United Nations had decried disastrous humanitarian conditions. Civil defense spokesperson said that 34 people were killed, including children, and dozens were missing after an Israeli airstrike hit a 5-story residential building in Gaza's Beit Lahia. Israel's military said there were ongoing terrorist activities in Beit Lahia and that several strikes were directed at militant targets there. 2 IDF soldiers died in an exchange of fire with Hamas militants in the region. Sergeant Noam Eitan and Captain Yogev Pazi, who is the nephew of former IDF Chief of Staff and current opposition lawmaker Gadi Eisenkot. Pazi is the 3rd close relative that Eisenkot lost in the war. His son was killed in December last year, and another nephew was killed a day later in the battle. Israeli attacks in central Gaza killed 15 people and 5 in the southern city of Rafah. Also in the south, in Khan Yunis, civil defense said an Israeli drone targeted a group of unarmed people securing an aid delivery. We asked our correspondent Jody Cohen about Israel's reaction to the Pope's call for an investigation into genocide allegations, and this is what she told us.
Israel has totally rejected this. Israel has said that any civilian killed is tragic, but the UN average ratio of civilians to combatants killed in war is 9-to-1, and Israel says that in Gaza it's roughly 2-to-1. Now, US war expert John Spencer has said that Israel has taken more steps to prevent civilian harm in urban warfare than any other military in history, and Israel says it targets Hamas, not Palestinian civilians, that Hamas hides behind Palestinian civilians while targeting Israeli civilians. Now, Israel's ambassador to the Vatican, Yaron Seiderman, has rejected Pope Francis's call for an investigation, saying that Hamas's massacre of Israelis on the 7th of October was an act of genocide, and has said that since then Israel has exercised its right of self-defense against attempts from 7 different fronts to kill its citizens, and that any attempts to call it by any other name is singling out the Jewish state.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.